Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the NardCraft server. I have got a ton of stuff I want to do today, but first I want to get some setup out of the way for some future end farms. I've been collecting a ton of leaves for bridging out into the end to try and, create some void gateways. People have been respawning the end dragon, and before all the gateways get created, I wanted to use a technique to force some of them to spawn, in the void. Now one of those portals already did spawn from the first fight, so I only have 3 more chances to get this right. I think the first direction I want to go is maybe somewhere over here facing north. I'm going to be building these pathways out through the void fairly low, but I don't think I'm actually going to have each of them spawn this low. The pathways need to go out pretty far. I think it was something like 300 or 400 blocks closer to the center island, and then I need to stay between these 2 specific chunks here. This is slightly terrifying, but I guess I've made this entire trip before. I probably shouldn't have brought all of my gear out here with me. So I've made it out here to Z-766, and this puts me smack dab between these 4 chunks. I'm going to build out 1 block into each chunk, and then I think for the first section here, I'm actually going to try and get the portal up pretty high. Maybe a little bit further. Yeah, probably right about here. Just got to put some end stone on top of these grass blocks right at this spot, and hopefully this ends up working. Okay, so those are the 4 pieces of endstone placed, and the gateway basically has a chance to spawn on any one of these platforms when it actually spawns in this direction. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, that's good. It looks really wild from out here. Well, time to fly back to the main island and choose a different direction to go in. So I was going to start going off in this direction, and I noticed someone had built out over here. I have no idea what this is for. It just kind of stops over there. Super weird. I don't think it should interfere with anything as it didn't go out too far, but I really don't know. So I went ahead and bridged out to the last 2 directions that I want these gateways to spawn, and I kind of made them a little bit closer down in the void this time. Overall, this didn't take me too long, maybe like an hour to do all 3 of these guys. Now, someday in the future, I just have to kill, 20 odd ender dragons, and we'll get these gateways to spawn here. Hopefully we can set up some cool farms out there when I do end up doing that. I'm not sure. Wonder where I slept last. I guess we're gonna go through and find out. Okay, home sweet home. Perfect. And now for something completely different. The server has been up for about a month and a half, and more shops have been popping up. I like that they're all on this one little island, but it's kind of small. So me and Smokey have been doing a little bit of terraforming over here so we can have some more rooms for more shops. Mayday already moved his main shop over here, and it's awesome. He sells a variety of different things, which includes bones. He's got a lot of bones, which is great, because I need them. I got a request from Merp for a ton of target blocks, and I need the bones so that I could get the wheat to make hay bales for those target blocks. I've made this quick little semi-auto farm over here to produce wheat really quickly. Smokey seems to have followed me back. What the heck is he doing over there? Admiring my redstone, sir. Anyway, this super simple farm here is really nice. It uses 3 dispensers to shoot out bone meal onto the crops, and then the piston breaks the crops when it's fully grown. Let's fill these up, and then all I have to do is hold down my mouse button with the seeds in it, flick this lever, and boom. There it goes. And a few minutes later, and we have a ton of stacks of wheat. Now I just got to turn these into hay bales, and we are getting there. I think I need like 4 stacks overall. Glad I also have that witch farm for all the redstone. But unfortunately, looks like there's not enough wheat to finish up the last stack. Guess it's back to the shopping district for some more. Mayday is going to end up with all of my diamonds soon enough. Who bought all of the bones? I was literally just here. Okay, now what? Luckily, Vic has a bone meal farm, so she said as long as I come over and pick it up, I can have hers. Wow, she's really been expanding this place out a lot. Hopefully this should be enough bone meal to finish up these target blocks. Why is Smokey still over here? What are you doing, dude? Oh, I guess that's where all of Mayday's bones went. Time to get these target blocks done. Just need a little bit more wheat and we should be good to go. Well, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to, and I hate to admit it, but I did end up buying some of those bones off of Smokey. But finally, Merp's order is done. I'm excited to show you guys what he's making later in the episode. But first, I gotta go and deliver these. On my way, I got a message from Tokyo to swing by and check out her new villager trading hall. I needed to do a little trade with her as well for some end chests. And she also said she had some rockets to sell me. As I've been starting to run low, this was very, very useful to me. I go through rockets like crazy. I think I have a flying addiction. Also just going to take a quick stop at the shops on my way, see if I had any sales. Okay, well, a few shulker shells have been sold. That's cool. That's nice. Nothing else? Okay. Let's go check at the bookstore. I feel like at this point in the season, most people are fully enchanted up and don't need these as much. But I'm still at least getting a couple sales. Okay, let's finally get these target blocks dropped off now. Okay, let's see here. 4 stacks of target blocks for Merp. Here you go. Just going to put these over in your chest over here. And payment for that is 16 diamonds. I think I still made it out ahead. I probably spent 5 diamonds for all the bone meal. Appreciate the business, my dude. Let's catch up later once your crazy machine is built. So checking out Tokyo's villager trading hall has got me inspired. I really need to clean up over here and get my own trading hall built. Having these guys just chilling out isn't the greatest, and I want a lot more of them. I started playing with some designs for a building to put them in my creative world, and well, it's massive. Probably close to the biggest thing I've ever built. So I need some room to do that. And unfortunately, I have this really gross ravine back here that, well, I need to get rid of. And I'm going to do this quickly, just fill this thing in, and hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, well, it's pretty much done. I didn't fill in the dirt layer yet because I need to think about what level I'm going to be building this whole thing up to. And I'm not sure if I want to be cutting it down more or raising it up. I've been thinking about it a little bit more, and I think raising it up is the way to go. I think trying to get it up to the same level that the villager breeder is on would be nice. Then I could maybe down the road connect the two of them together. So this right here is the start of the outline for the build, and there's one big problem I'm running into. Well, right over here. I want to build this thing, and you can see that the building cuts right between where these guys are chilling. So I think what I need to do is first build half the floor for them to go on and start moving these guys into it. So I want to try and get 48 villagers into this building. So 3 floors of 16 villagers, 8 on each side. And I kind of want to keep each floor organized. So the bottom floor, I want to be like utility villagers, cartographers, weaponsmiths, armorers, fletchers, those kind of guys. So we can start moving those first couple into the positions over here. Luckily, I've left them in minecarts, so they should be pretty easy enough to move and just kind of push him up into his new little spot over here. Okay, come on. There we go. Get on in there. Super easy, super easy. And there you shall stay for the rest of time, my dude. So there we go. All these guys are in place, and even though the villagers over here don't technically interfere with where we're going to build, I kind of want to just get them all moved now anyway, just to help me visualize how this whole thing is going to come together. So I'm going to just build up the other side of this floor of the hall over here for now, and on this side of the floor, I think we're going to be putting clerics and farmers. Probably some other stuff, just not quite sure what yet. So I got a little bit ahead of myself. Not only did I finish up the ground floor, but I also started the second floor so I could move all of the librarians. But I think that's for the better. Now the whole area is cleaned up, it'll be easier to work on because I'd like to do some major terraforming before I really start on construction of the building itself. So I'm going to finish filling in all these spaces with dirt and grass blocks. I don't like leaving basements underneath buildings. I prefer to actually fill them all in. And boom, all terraformed. I feel like that's a decent height right there, and it looks pretty natural. I blended it over from the height of where the villager breeder is so that they'd be on the same level, and I think it looks pretty cool. It gives a decent amount of variety to the terrain, but now it's time to finally get building on this thing. And I think that will be best done in a third-person time-lapse. I feel like it's been a while since we did a proper creative time-lapse build, so this will be fun. Let's get into it. So here's where we are. I've got the... Oh, there's an Enderman over there. Don't look at the Enderman. Don't look at the Enderman. Okay, he didn't see me. Let's just go over there and get rid of him. I wasn't expecting you to interrupt me showing off our little trading hall here. And boom. Come on. Oh, God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Anyway, so as you can see, I didn't finish up the roof. And the main reason for this is I ran out of copper. I ran out of copper really, really fast. So I've slowly started smelting a bunch of it over here in our lava smelting farm. And it's not going to be nearly enough. So we need to go get some copper. I know there are copper ore veins now in the game, and I think it might be really cool to try and find one and mine the whole thing out and see how much copper we get that way. So I've been flying around and I found this really sweet looking jungle with this neat cave mountain in it, and I just kind of had to fly through it. But on the other side, over here past this village, is a ravine. And in this ravine looks like the beginnings of what could potentially be a copper ore vein. But I won't really know until I start digging into it. Well, I've been digging here for a bit and I've stumbled into this cave system. And this over here is kind of the first sign that this might be the right spot. Because as you can see, there's some copper kind of embedded in the granite. So I'm going to keep digging this whole thing out and hopefully we come across some positive sign that this is a pretty large vein. So I've been in here for about 15 minutes and it's definitely a pretty big vein. The clumps of granite and copper keep going all over the place down here. And ooh, see this right here? This confirms it. I would only find a full raw block like this if it was a vein. So I'm going to keep taking some time and dig this thing out, as much of it as I can right now. And hopefully this might be enough to actually finish off my roof. So I've been down here for about 2 hours and this is what we got. 4 and a little bit of change of raw copper blocks. I actually don't even think this is going to be enough. There's still a ton more to explore down here, but I think I'm going to pack this up for now because Merp has messaged me that he's ready to show off his new machine. I kind of bet you guys can guess what it is already. He messaged me the coords in chat and said it could be somewhere over here on this mushroom island for safety. And yep, there's the mushroom island, and boy, did he do it. He built an update suppressor. Man, this thing is massive. I would never attempt to build something like this myself, but I love that he's built it. These crazy technical things you can do in Minecraft always are so interesting to me. Nah, dude, you fire it up. Let me just warn everybody first. Okay, hit it whenever you're ready. We're gonna do an attempt at a gravel block first and see if we can get this thing floating in the air. I think you just flick this lever over here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You do it. You do it. Okay, hit it. And is it going? Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay, seems like it's activated. Cool. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking for, but if you're happy with it, can you do it? Will the gravel... Oh, it floated. It's still there. Dude, you did it. This is awesome. Wow, great job. Excuse us for a second. So after a little bit of tweaking, Merp got it fixed so it wouldn't crash a server anymore. And we went ahead and we did another test, this time with a floating mushroom. And man, this thing is cool. I'm not 100% sure what he has in store for this, like what his plans are, but I'm very curious to see what other madness this dude does. And this is so cool. It's just floating there. Well, everyone, that does it for today. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Been a little bit all over the place, but I'm glad to finally have the villager trading hall started. Not sure if I'll get that done in the next episode. Kind of depends on how much copper I actually have from that trip today. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Bye for now.